we're back again. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome to the chaos. You need more chaos in your life, right? Don't we all? Just remember, you clicked on a video about chaos. So if something doesn't go well, chaos. So be sure, subscribe, like, share, help me out. 2 years in the making of starting this channel, and I finally have. But my ADHD, I'm like, oh, and then I'm gonna see, oh, squirrel, and run off. So, for every 100 subscribers, I'll talk about another tattoo. If you watch old videos, get a few freebies, a few personal stories. Welcome to the chaos. So I don't think I've explained this yet. So I call myself a chaos shark. It's like a chaos gremlin, but if I stand still in one place for too long, I'll drown. I live a very chaotic life. I'm always traveling, doing things, spiraling, the usual. So figured I'd share some, with all of you. But a chaos story in the comments or something. I don't know. Show me some chaos. And if you stay till the end, you get a dad joke. Uh-oh. I don't have one ready. Oh, we'll get there. Also, this may be the episode where we finally have a swear jar. I might have a problem with not swearing. It's okay. Here we are. All right, here's my chaotic take on some relationship advice coming from, am I overreacting? I recently already talked about things that I'm great at are overreacting in toxic relationships. I collect narcissists like people collect Pokemon. I'm getting better about it though. I tell myself this. Here we are. Am I the asshole for feeling humiliated after my boyfriend made me leave his house in front of his friends? I mean, before we even read the story, I gotta give my hot take. Oh my god, I know what I forgot to do last video. Oh man. Alright, so I hadn't taken my meds, my ADHD. So my favorite part of all these videos is I read stories without updates, and then we make up an update. And it's like my favorite part, and I didn't do it in the last episode. And I just strangely thought of it. Okay, so had nothing to you. Oh, so that was the point, was let me give my hot take before I even read on. Why do you care what his friends think? Unless they're your friends. If they're your friends and they let him do that, then they're not your friends. We did it. Let's go. Okay, let's see the story. I never thought something so small could make me feel so embarrassed. Oh boy. I've always been a quiet girl, and I truly loved my boyfriend. Whenever he invited me over, I was happy just spending time with him. One evening, he told me some of his friends were coming over to watch a game. I helped clean up a little and even brought snacks. Oh, I already like her. Best way to win me over, have snacks. I have snack drawers. Snacks are good. Now, where was I? Because I wanted everyone to have a good time. See, she knows what's up. When his friends arrived, everything seemed fine at first. We were all sitting together, talking and laughing. Then one of his friends made a joke about couples spending too much time together. Oh, I'm already, nope. This already starting to sound, mm-mm. Instead of laughing it off, my boyfriend looked at me and said maybe I should leave so the guys could have their own time. Oh no. Bye-bye. Out. I thought he was joking, but he kept repeating it while everyone was looking at me. The room suddenly became very quiet. I felt my face get hot with embarrassment. I tried to smile and act like it did not bother me, but inside I felt hurt. Well, yeah. Nobody said anything, and I slowly picked up my bag as I walked to the door. She had better taken her snacks with her as well. I could hear some of his friends laughing. I feel like everyone was watching me leave. The ride home felt longer than I was expecting. I kept thinking about what happened and wondering why he could not have spoken to me privately. I would have understood if he wanted time alone with his friends. What hurt was the way he did it in front of everyone, making me feel unwanted and out of place. He also took the opinion of his friends over defending you. Oh, no, no, out with the trap. Listen, okay. I'm highly sensitive to being treated poorly after years and years of being treated poorly. Um, but listen, you do not stay in a relationship with somebody that doesn't make you feel like royalty. Full stop. There you go. You're welcome. But no, your boyfriend is insecure, worried about what his friends think, instead of wondering how his partner feels. Hell no. No. No, 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 no. Oh, man. Are you friends with his mom? Go tell his mom this. This is the kind of guy who would flip out if his mom called him screaming because he mistreated a woman. Later that night, he texted me like nothing had happened. Oh, God, I just can't even. That made me feel even worse. I cared about him deeply and always tried to support him, but I could not sleep thinking about how humiliated I felt. I was not angry because he wanted time with his friends. I was hurt because someone I loved made me feel small in front of other people. He does not love you back. Sorry, was that anger? I don't know. That is why I kept asking myself, am I overreacting? Or would anybody feel embarrassed after being treated this way? Run. Break up with him. He doesn't love you back. He's worried about what his friends think. I just want to hug this girl. Let's go back to like, oh my God, again. Especially like, so like after I got out of the military, I was pretty fucked up. God damn it. I'm going to swear when I talk about the military. We're just going to accept that. How's that? Fair? Pinky swear? Okay. And I got into some really bad relationships. I mean, I've been in bad relationships. I talked about one where he cheated on me and then tried to unalive himself, and I was the moral support for him, but that's just one. I had another who tried to unalive me. I had another who almost broke my arm. I had another. Oh man, I'm just like. Yeah, so after the military, I was very lost. Let's put it that way. Very, very lost. And I found people that knew how to weaponize mental illness. I'm sorry, I'm like, oh boy. But I wish somebody. No, because I wouldn't even listen. That's it. Actually, here, let's jump to this story. Yeah. I was in a very emotionally and mentally abusive relationship. And I had a friend who's like, you can tell me anything. And I would vent to her. And then one day she's like, hey, we need to talk. And I'm expecting her to be like, hey, I can't hear these stories anymore. Which is totally valid. Totally fine. We'll just talk about other stuff. Absolutely. And she's like, I can't be friends with an abuse victim. Those literal words came out of her mouth. And she then said, if you leave him, I'll be your friend again. You can't give abuse victims ultimatums. You can't tell people that they have to leave people. You have to just be supportive. That was kind of a rant. But all it did was push me closer to the dude for longer. But anyway, so I hope I hope her friends can come around and be like, okay, what do you actually love about him? Because I bet that list is not what it actually is. Break it down a little. We'll just leave it that, okay? We'll just leave it there because often the list will be something like, well, he makes me feel special. Okay, but does he, or does he just give you attention once in a while? Maybe I'll edit that out. How deep do I want to go? These are early videos. It's fine. What was I saying? Remember, you're here for the chaos. Welcome to the chaos. Let's see what his comments say. You meant to say your ex-boyfriend told you to leave, correct? He has no respect for you or the relationship. If he is still your boyfriend and you think this relationship will work, then you are underreacting. Oh, I kind of like that. Oh, underreacting. It seems to be the trend. Not overreacting. You are underreacting. Yeah. He humiliated you on purpose. Dump him. Oh, man, that's what some of these are just like books. You can tell like these people just like writing. If he just wanted to spend time with his friends, he should have said that from the beginning, which is totally valid. Absolutely. Have a boys' day. Go have at it. And cleaned up his own house and got his own snacks. Don't you dare go back over there. Yeah, no. Seriously. This is, again. Oh, man. I want to share more stories, but I think one story per story is good enough. So we'll save that story for another day. All right, this one. It's going to be long, but it's kind of funny. It starts out funny anyway. Let's see. Does anyone else think she's a bot? Actually, I'm always like, here we are. Whatever. Chaos. So dating sites. I'll read messages from there someday. But I love screwing with the bots because you can kind of figure it out. Like if you give them like indirect question, kind of that they have to come up with an opinion about something that was supposed to have happened, whatever. I have so much fun with that. That and fake doctors. The amount of fake doctors on dating apps. Now, again, my background is medical and I talk about it. And these people still pretend. And why is it always neurologists? Do you know how many neurologists message me? Anyway. But if it isn't, the title of your post is completely wrong. It should be, I dumped my boyfriend because he humiliated me in front of his friends and treated me like garbage. Do people still say slaps? Because that slaps. If I didn't age myself in a video, would it really be a video of mine? I mean, it never ceases to amaze me how many women and men with low self-esteem stay in toxic relationships in the excuse of, aside from this moment, he loves me a lot and we have a great relationship and blah, blah. Ladies and gentlemen, love yourselves more and better. Oh, God, excuse me while I go cry a little. I did mention how much the military screwed me up, right? LOL. Okay. I had my moment. We're just going to carry on. Yeah. Collect hobbies. Collect lots of hobbies. The people that should be in your life will be in your life. And the ones that aren't, they're not. Teflon relationships. They would go, ooh, I'm going to coin that phrase. Teflon relationships. Okay. If they're not sticking, just not medical advice. Learn how to be alone. I love being alone. And then I get into a relationship and things that I've learned, like, again, right after the military, like, I've gotten better about it in the last few years. But when I'm like in relationship mode, like, oh boy, I am relationship. I'm like steppered wife. Like, can you imagine me as a steppered wife? Listen, okay, I like kind of have the blonde. All right, so I had a rainbow in my hair, but it's fading. But it's low. My rainbow eyes. But I took my meds. ADHD life. What was I saying? Chaos. Oh, when I'm in a what don't know why anybody watches these videos. You know, this is why it took me 2 years to start these videos, because I would sit down to record and then I'd get distracted and I'd forget what I was doing and saying. But I've learned that when I'm in relationship mode, and I've worked on that. It took years of being in an abusive relationship to finally get to the point where I'm like, oh, what am I doing? But we've gotten better these last few years. We're just going to leave it at my next video. Maybe I'll do some dating apps. So I have so many screenshots saved. I want to do a podcast and have guests over where we just talk about dating sites and everything. But from the perspective, like, sure, we're going to kind of make fun of people a little, because some of these people, man, I'm like, on what level is this okay to say? And what was the best outcome? Like, okay, like, let's just say you shot your shot. What were you hoping was going to happen next? Because, and then being like, hey, but what if you did this instead? Maybe like add something into your profile. Like, I can't believe how many people are in dating sites without a profile. Like, it's your profile. Oh my God. And on that, okay, no, now we're going down it rabbit hole. How many people on dating sites don't read a person's profile? It's like a user's manual to the person you want to talk to. Read the profile, and then you know the things to talk about to show that you're interested both ways. Like, oh boy, the screenshots I have. All right, that was an entire side quest. All right, here's one more good one. Venmo him for the groceries you spent on his friends, and then end it. I like that too. Not overreacting. He sounds juvenile. He is still at the stage where his friends' opinions matter more than his girlfriend's feelings. He has to impress them. When they put a little pressure on him to get rid of you, he was more than willing to do so after using you to help prepare for the party. Yeah. And that any friend allowed that to happen, oh man, some of these people. But yeah, if you can't respect your partner, yeah, that anybody is okay with treating anybody else like this. It drives me absolutely bananas. Just be kind to each other. Respect each other. It's so easy. I guess that's the end of my rant. I probably ranted and told enough stories, so I probably don't need to tell anymore. There's so many I want to tell right now. But we're just gonna... Per usual, she needs to run. As I just like trauma dump on my audience. Like, but man... I'll tell the rest of the stories another time. There's so many good ones. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. But anyway, be kind to each other. Respect yourself enough to get out of bad relationships. Your person is up there. If you're wasting your time on Bob, sorry, Bob, just an example. Okay, please don't leave. Okay, then you're not gonna see. I don't know. Somebody, whatever. Make up a name. Put in names. So, go find your person. Go find a hobby. Go get a puppy. If you needed a sign to get a puppy, here's your sign. Go get a puppy. We're going to take a moment here to pause right here, because in the beginning of this video, I talked about how I forgot to do my favorite part in the last video. And then guess what I did on this video? I'll get better at this, theoretically. But I need to make a note and be like, remember. But here's my favorite part. So we're going to make up our update. Because again, these stories are 2D versions of maybe people, maybe bots. We don't know. So let's have fun with it. Boop. Okay, so the woman reads all these Reddit opinions and she's like, you are absolutely correct. So now she calls his mom. And the mom is like, oh, hell no. Not my son. Oh, no. So the mom immediately goes down into her car, drives the 2 blocks to her son, because of course he lives 2 blocks away from mommy, which actually that's not that's bad. You can be mama's boy and be good and love your mom, but also, be an individual. It's totally fine. But in this scenario, Mom walks in, goes up the stairs into the apartment, walks right in. All the guys are like, "Whoa!" And the guys are eating all those snacks because that girl was not smart enough to take the snacks away. Tisk, tisk, tisk. And immediately, they all turn. They're like, "A woman? Again?" The son immediately jumps up and is like, "Mom!" And one of the guys jumps up and is like, "Are you going to let another woman interrupt our guy's day?" And the mother gives the mom look. You know, I'm not a mom, so I don't. It's a guess. And the son goes, "Don't talk to my mother that way." And then the guy's like, "We said no woman." And then the mom like goes, "Stop." Was that really loud? That's probably really loud. Sorry. Kind of. Maybe not. Everybody looks back and the mom walks up. He's like, "Get your mother on the phone right now." And that second guy was just like, "You can't tell me what to do." Puts on a speakerphone. "Yes, honey?" And the other mother's like, "Hi, your son was just rude to me." And the moms go back and forth. And then the original mom is like, "You call your girlfriend, apologize profusely, hope she forgives you, and you spend the rest of your life making sure she's happy. You." And the mother goes, "No, no, no, it's fine. They're both grounded." These are all grown men, but, you know, whatever. They're all like, "But Mom." And then that's it. They can't watch sports for a month. That's their grounding. And then the girl. And the guy's like, "I'm so sorry, baby. I'll never do that again." And she's like, "You're right, because we are done." Click. And then she goes to the bookstore and meets another guy. They live happily ever after, reading by a pond. You'll have to watch all my videos to understand why everybody goes to a bookstore. It's gets my fantasies. Meeting somebody in a bookstore, living happily ever after. The end. All right, and from my favorite segment of my channel, dad jokes. I'm cheating on this one. I have an entire list. So one of the things I do most on dating sites is like make friends and collect dad jokes. I do really, really bad about dating sites. But I have so many great dad jokes. Why didn't Han Solo enjoy his steak? It was chewy. You're welcome. Subscribe for more terrible dad jokes and more trauma dumping. Who's here just for the trauma dumping? Because, oh boy, get the dumpsters ready.